guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I have some new makeup as usual, and I want to try it and let you guys know what I think about it, and also just talk with you. It's been a little while since I just did a Chatty Get Ready With Me. I've been trying to put these up maybe once a week and just tell you guys what I've been up to and ask you guys what you've been up to. I'd love to hear that in the comments below, so please feel free to engage and tell me what's going on. Things are crazy right now. I live in Georgia, so I'm just gonna get started with my makeup and I'll just start talking because I could talk all day. You know, that's kind of what I do. But let's just get started. I'll leave all the products below unless there's something that's like a standout that I want to mention to you guys. But otherwise, I'm just gonna get ready. Maybe I'll just like show you what I'm using really quick. But let's talk. So I live in Atlanta, or outside of Atlanta, like northwest of the city, about, I don't know, maybe a half hour outside the city. You know, it's traffic, and Atlanta traffic is horrendous. But anyway, the past like week, maybe 2 weeks, we've had tons of like tornado warnings, and in Alabama, tornado touchdown, which is just a state away, and then last night they had a big tornado warning that was going on. So I just can't sleep when they do these things to me. Every little noise, I wake up in the middle of the night like, what the hell? What was that? Oh my God, there's a tornado. And so last night, my little daughter, she's 3, she was being a little bit of a pain in the butt. She was being 3 years old, as they do, and I decided to like lay down with her, try to get her to sleep so she would stop talking, because she can't stop talking. I don't know who she gets that from, but anyway, I laid down with her, and in that room, her and my son actually are, my 5-year-old and my 3-year-old are like sleeping together. They just enjoy doing that. It's really cute, but they've got a noise machine in there, which is awesome, but it's really loud, you know, and I'm not used to sleeping with the noise machine, so it's kind of distracting to me. It doesn't really help me that much. But anyway, I fell asleep, and then the storm started rolling in, and I heard it, and I was like, oh my gosh. I got up, and I think it was like 1 in the morning or something that I got up, and I just couldn't go back to bed. So then I was up, and I was running around doing the things that I was supposed to do before I went to sleep with her. Because that was not my game plan. But anyway, I just slept like shit is really the bottom line. That's what I'm trying to say. And I hate it. I've done this now for the past 2 bad storms. Really just like on edge, wondering, is there gonna be a tornado? And how worried do I have to be? And what's my game plan? I mean, I know we all probably deal with this, but I just have anxiety anyway, so then put that on top of it, and it's like any excuse to stay up all night and worry about the things that nobody needs to worry about. Seriously. Is anyone else? I mean, I have anxiety. I know I've talked to my kids about it, my older 2, so they feel like they kind of have it. I just wake up in the middle of the night. I sleep lightly, wake up in the middle of the night, and this is any given night, not just tornado warning night. And I worry about all the things that I've done, you know, in my life that I can't do anything about. But maybe I would go back and change, but I can't do anything about them. Or if I've got like a test coming up, or, well, I don't really have tests anymore, but, you know, a meeting coming up that I'm really worried about, a presentation or something. I just sit there and like worry about the stuff. I worry about my kids' grades, you know, I worry about my parents. So anything there is to worry about, I just wake up and worry about it in the middle of the night. Like, what the hell? I know it's not right. I tell myself, I'm like, this is stupid. Stop. But I can't. I just can't. I guess that's anxiety. And so I just have to like lay there and wait until I go to sleep, try to distract myself with good thoughts. Anyway, so then put a tornado in the middle of that, and my head's already like a tornado, so it's like a double tornado. So anyway, that was my night last night. It was really great. So if I have extra bags under my eyes or something, that's it. But I was, you know, happy that I got to snuggle with my little girl while she was going to bed. So that was good. But my gosh, what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna use this MAC Studio Fix concealer. I'll just tell you guys about this. I bought this the other day for the 21 Days of Beauty sale. I've never used this product before, so I was like, oh, I'll pick it up. And then, you know, the Tarte Creamy Concealer went on sale, and then I was like, oh, I'll get that. And then I already have the Pat McGrath concealer, which is pretty new to me. So now I have like a bunch of new concealers, and I actually like it. I like this one a lot. I'm like, wow, surprised. I like all 3 of the new ones I got. So in case you guys are thinking about a concealer, I really think all 3 of these are pretty good. I never knew. I've not tried many MAC complexion products. I tried the MAC, what did I try? The Face and Body a long time ago, and it looked really funky on me. I don't know, it seemed to look okay, but then I actually took a video. This was a long time ago. Like back in the day, like 2 years ago, I videoed myself because I was just starting like a YouTube channel, but it really never got off the ground. And I saw the footage there and I was like, man, that does not look good on me at all. So I don't know if it was necessarily that was the problem, but it was a problem anyway. All right, so that is that concealer on. So one thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about, because I saw it the other day, is that Kid 90 show with Punky Brewster, or Soleil. I don't know her last name. Her first name is Soleil. It was on, man, what was it on? Hulu, I think. Anyway, it was really good. You guys should totally check that out. I'm 39. If you're in your 30s, I think you'd appreciate it. If you're in your younger 40s, I think you'd really appreciate it, just because the timing, I mean, it's just so interesting. That show was so cool for me. It reminded me so much of being a teenager and what that was like. I really liked the fact that the show wasn't pretentious. So what was cool was that they were talking about, you know, kids that were growing up in stars really in the 90s. And that's when I was born in 81, so I'm 39. And I didn't really know the Punky Brewster show. Like, I kind of heard about it. I think it was like a little bit before me, or maybe I just wasn't watching TV at that time. But I definitely knew who Punky Brewster was. And then like her career just really didn't go past the Punky Brewster show, I guess. But she was well known in Hollywood, so she was able to make like a lot of different Hollywood friends, and she was just friends with like all the popular stars back then. And I love that it's like she carried around her video camera, was recording all these things, and I love that it was so candid, and that like when you look at the houses and stuff that they hung out with, there was like shit piled up in the corners and everything was a wreck and it was just a mess. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so different from when you see like stars' houses now and everything's so pristine. And you know, Kim K lives in a golden white castle with her freak husband, who I guess they're getting a divorce. Anyway, I don't mean to talk crap about Kim K, but like that's not reality for most of us. I mean, my house isn't a total mess. There's not piles of crap everywhere, but it's not like pristine. And I don't think that's the life we live in. And I think we set these high expectations for ourselves that are not realistic. So anyway, it was a breath of fresh air. I thought it was cool. I feel like I had a lot of the same experiences, but not with, you know, superstars. Which could have been cool, but I guess it just makes these people more relatable. And it's like, no, they lived, you know, Soleil's lived a little bit of a wild child life, but I'm sure if I had a bunch of money and that was the life that, you know, I got a big deal or something. Plus, I think her dad was a famous actor for some reason. They showed his face and he looked really familiar. Her mom definitely wasn't, but Anyway, if I had that life, I feel like my lifestyle would have been similar, except her mom was much more like hippie free love mom or something. Seemed like that. So my mom was definitely not hippie free love mom at all. Anyway, so I thought that show was really cool. You should really check it out if you have the opportunity to. I really recommend that one. So awesome. So it was like refreshing. It brought back high school days. And you know, they talked about drugs and they talk about, you know, experimentation. They talk about sex, all kinds of things. You know, one thing I learned in that show, which, you know, Soleil lost her virginity to, or I don't know if she lost her virginity because it seems like there was something that happened prior to this, but maybe some sexual assault or something. I don't know, or she was just taken advantage of in a compromising situation. So that's really sad. But anyway, for her virginity that she like was willing a participant in, she supposedly had, well, she says, so I believe her, had sex with Charlie Sheen. And I'm like, and she's like so excited, like, oh my God, I loved him and whatever. And I guess I don't remember loving Charlie Sheen. Like, I always thought he was kind of weird. And I mean, I wasn't a kid. I mean, I wasn't a child actor. So I don't remember much of Charlie Sheen. Like, what was there? There was a baseball movie he was in where he was like a weirdo. And was he in the one with all the boys, the Lost Boys? I don't remember if he was in that one. I don't know. I was more of like a Corey Feldman, Corey Haim fan all the way. I just really like them. I don't think I was like, oh my gosh, I had a huge crush on them. Maybe Corey Haim, not Corey Feldman. I love that movie, Dream a Little Dream. Oh, have you guys ever seen that? It's so good. It was like one of my favorite childhood movies. I don't know. I just love it. Oh, I had this new Tarte blush. I picked it up. I had to. 35% off, babe. And it's $14. So whatever. I'm a sucker for a sale and I want to try it. So it looks good. I like it. I should do a cream bronzer comparison video. I'm just coming up with my own ideas. Nobody told me about that, but I know you guys want it. Anyway, that show was really cool. She loses her virginity to Charlie Sheen, which I think is like stupid. Plus, I feel like, he's like rumored to have molested Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, who are like my favorites. Well, maybe not molested, but like messed around with and like, I don't know, man. That's just the saddest thing. And like, just like, you know, when I was a kid, I was like, ooh, older boys. Oh, they're so cool. And you know, my husband is 10 years older than me. But now that I'm an adult and I look back, not my husband, because we met, you know, and even my ex-husband, I met when I was in my 20s and he was 10 years older than me as well. I just think like when you're a teenager, I think Soleil was like 16 and like he was like 26 or something. And you know, I just don't understand why you're a grown man. Leave the babies alone. I don't know. I've got a lot of passion around that now because I am a mother and because I don't think it was right. I don't think it was right when you're a child. You don't really know about all that stuff. You don't get it yet. And I guess a 26-year-old man doesn't really get it either because they're stupid. But I just feel like they should be more responsible. I do think that they should be held accountable. I do think parents should step in the way and say, hell no. Hell no, this is not happening with my child. I think things are a lot different now than they used to be, but I just think it's like really taking advantage of a shitty situation. And anyway, I'm pretty passionate about that because when I was younger, I dated older guys and I think it was shitty. I think it was pretty shitty of them. Anyway, I just totally got off on a tangent. So I was thinking with my eyes, what I'm gonna do is something that I've been kind of inspired to do with some new makeup that's come out and also some trends. So this is like a Jason Wu lipstick. I got this from Target online and this is in the color Biscotti. And let me swatch this for you. So it's this cool like brown color. It's really nice. It's kind of like a brown peach. Oh, I got this new lipstick from Jaclyn Hill. I got the I'm a Cancer shade, and I don't know, I want to do a little bit of a video with this in just a minute, but I'm going to show you it compared to this because I think that they're actually really similar. So that's Biscotti and that's I'm a Cancer. So if you were not able to get this and you're interested in this color, that Biscotti one is a lot cheaper. I think these are like 10 bucks. And what I want to do with this really is I want to use it as a monochromatic look. So I heard you could use this as eyeshadow, blush, everywhere around your face. So that's what I want to do. So I'm going to take a little shadow brush and I'm going to use this as eyeshadow, at least as like my crease color. Oh, it's pretty. I like this color. I almost like this color better on my face than on my lips, really, but I'll put it on in the end so you can do a fully monochromatic look. And then I think once I do that, I'll come back in and add a little sparkle to my lids because I kind of have to have that. It's just my thing. So I know I just went on a big rant about, I don't know what that is called, like sexual, I don't know, people taking advantage of other people sexually. I think it's just kind of crappy. But anyway, Soleil dated Charlie Sheen and she was very excited about it in her little video. And you could just see her life with all these people and it's cute. In the end, she kind of goes back and hangs out with one of the boys that she used to have some feelings for back in the day. And then he says he had those feelings too. And it's just kind of sweet because, I don't know, you think about your childhood and friends that you've had and you just always wonder, like, was that real or was that just like in my mind? And well, what's cool about Soleil's experience is she recorded a lot, so it's right there. But for all of the rest of us who didn't record it, you know, it was kind of nice to be like, no, it was real. You know, somebody else said it was real. And that boy did. And they parted ways at that time. And, you know, that's real too. And I think that's growing up, right? Is like you're part of somebody's life at some point for like a reason. It feels like a purpose. And then you aren't. And that letting go is okay. I often think back about childhood and how like some of those young first love memories mean more. I mean, like they really stand out in your mind. Are they more meaningful? Probably not, but they're kind of like your first experience doing something, first experience caring for somebody, first sexual experience, first, you know, feeling of a real relationship. And those things stamp, you know, they stamp on your heart and often they're hard to let go of. Or they're just really memorable. It doesn't make other things not as memorable. It's just the second time you've done something, you don't remember it quite like the first time you did it. And you kind of just have to give those things that. Like, and know in your mind, okay, maybe it's not that I'm crazy, but maybe it's not that our, you know, the stars were aligned and our lives were supposed to be meant to be together, but maybe it's because it's the first time I felt like that, and just give it what it is. Anyway, real talk with Jamie. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we can get on from that, but this looks cute. Is anyone else digging this? I love monochromatic. Now, this is matte and I just put gloss on my lips. Let's try it with the gloss and we'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't go well, then we'll take it off and maybe just do it with matte. So I like gloss. I don't love a matte lip. Sometimes gloss and matte don't work together. I think it looks cute. So, okay. I think it's working. So I like that. I still look really shiny, but that's because I used like this shiny powder on my face. So it was supposed to look pretty shiny, but now I'm like feeling like I look really shiny. So I'm gonna try to tone that down. Let me grab a powder. All right, I grabbed this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Tone a little bit of the shine down. I really, so this is like my first real time or second time using this Tarte powder. I like it. I think it's great. I like it under my eyes because I do like a little luminous look here where it bounces the light back, because I feel like that makes me feel, or makes me look a little bit like more refreshed. It's not dry and crepey under there, and sometimes it can be with other powders. Let's do this. Also, just side note, I have this in the color 2, and I feel like it's really dark. I can't use this under my eyes. Just a side note there. Okay, so that is good. And then I'm gonna put on my highlighter. So I got this yesterday. This is a Skin Gloss Illuminator from Tarte, and it's like just this glossy goopy goo, which is my favorite type of highlighter. Oh, doesn't sound good, but it looks good. I like these because I feel like it gives this nice glow to the skin, and it doesn't accentuate any of my fine lines and doesn't make me look older, which I think a lot of powder highlighters, I feel like, make me look older. And maybe that's just me. Obviously, a lot of people love powdered highlighters, so let's do this. Okay, now I'm gonna go off camera, put on some mascara, and I'm gonna be right back. I feel like putting mascara on camera just makes me, it just takes so long and it's frustrating and it never looks good, so I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back from that, and now I'm just gonna put some shiny lid shade on because I just have to. So I'm gonna go in with this one, Indulge, which is just beautiful and perfect. And I'm just gonna tap that right on my lid. So I was sitting here thinking as I'm putting on this makeup, and I had you guys off while I was doing my mascara, is like ideally what I would love for this channel to be, honestly, is like makeup reviews, but also like a lot more like chit chatty and like advice type of content. So I love Dr. Phil. I watch that show all the time. I love talking about like real things, like how I get so passionate about talking about sexual abuse and different things. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things in life that people don't talk about because they're afraid to hurt each other's feelings, or they're afraid of what other people might think about them, or whatever those topics are. And those topics like really hit home for me. I'm a very emotional person, and I don't know, I really empathize with people and I really connect with people on those levels. And I would love to have my channel like where you guys ask me advice, or I ask you advice, or we talk about like real things that people don't always talk about that might be slightly controversial, but probably things that we need to talk about. I'm curious, like what kind of, you know, what that welcoming would be for a channel like that, or to move in that direction. But also talk about beauty stuff too, or maybe like Bailey Sarian, she puts on her makeup while she talks about serious things. Anyway, just curious what anybody would think about that. But here we go. Here is my finished face. So the mascara I used today, just really quick, is this Lift and Define 5D Extra Dimension Mascara from Makeup Revolution. And it does, I would say, define your lashes. But it's not really giving anything, it's not really giving that much lift. What I have to do after I put on my mascara is like sandwich my lashes up like this so that they dry. I have to do my lash lift. But anyway, so it's not really doing that for me, and it's not really giving me that much volume either. So it is what it is. I really don't think, maybe if I put another coat on, I'll let you guys know in the comment box below what I think after a second coat. But anyway, that's it. Those are my new products. Oh, really quick, I guess, since I have you guys, I'm gonna try on the Jaclyn lipstick for you. So let me get this off. Okay. So what I do before I use this is use this MAC Prep and Prime because my lips get super dry, and what I like about the Prep and Prime is it does give your lips like just some hydration, but it doesn't get in the way of the liquid lipstick or like the mattifying aspects of the lipstick or anything like that. So we swatched it earlier. It looks like this. Let's put it on. I'm gonna try to put it on a little light. It's a very thin formula, very, very runny. I prefer to put it on a little light like that and just spread it out with my finger, because otherwise it just like really looks thick on my lips, and I don't know, that's not really what I'm going for. So here it is. I think this looks good with this look because it goes with the monochromatic look. It definitely goes with that that blush lipstick color that I used. So anyway, this is it. I hope you guys like it. I am gonna be back with that Buxom palette soon. I'm sure by tomorrow. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Be good to yourselves, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.